So guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a little trading strategy, something I've been focusing on myself, a little bit more lately. I've known about this for quite a while, but I've never really implemented it into my trade plan or my trading specifically, but I've been looking at this and it's super powerful. You can get a lot of risk to reward, you can get a lot of percentage, and if you catch one of these trades, which they are very, very consistent, they happen nearly every day. And what you could do is you could literally just take this one trade on a morning in London session, and then you could be literally done for the day, and you could go about your life and do pretty much whatever you like. So yeah, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just literally going to come down onto my charts, and as you can see, what this trading strategy is based on is the Asia session range. So if I come up to my indicators, for me personally, I use the Asia session high, low, mid lines. You can use pretty much whatever Asia session range you want to use, but for me personally, I use this one. But yeah, what it's basically based on is, what you'll find within the Asia session range is Asia session, what a lot of the time it will do is it will build a lot of liquidity, and then what will happen is it will take, if I just get this little drawing tool here, what will happen is it will take liquidity from one side. So in this case, it takes liquidity from the high. And then what's happened then is it's exploded to the downside. And if we just go back in price, what you'll see, I'm on the 15-minute chart here. What you'll see is this happens, it happens a lot. And, it's very consistent. And like I said before, if you catch one of these trades, the risk to reward that you could get pretty much all of the time is insane. So again here, as you can see, what happens is the Asia session liquidity does get taken out to the downside this time. And then what happens then is it explodes to the upside. So you can literally just keep looking at these examples here. So again, what happens here, we take the high, we explode to the downside. What happens here, we take the low, we explode to the upside. Doesn't really happen that much right there. This one here is very subtle, so it comes down, it does sweep the low, not by much, but you could get involved in this trade right here. Then what happens, it explodes to the upside. Doesn't really happen here, so you wouldn't really get a trade based on this strategy on this day. But what happens here is we take the liquidity from the upside, we obviously can get an entry right here, take it to the downside, and again this is literally from today, so the 28th of July. What happens is we take the liquidity from the upside and then we explode to the downside. So what I'm going to do now is I will show you how you can get involved on the lower time frame. So in this case, the 1 minute chart. I'll show you how you can get involved on the 1 minute chart and, just take advantage of these trades if you do wish to do so. And obviously, as always, I would literally go onto the charts and test this stuff for yourself. And if it works for you and you do like it, you can obviously implement it into your trade plan. And, you could even use this, like I said, as a sole strategy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to choose a couple of examples here. So let's just have a look here and see if there's any, good examples that we can show you. So this one right here might be good. We'll just have a look at this one and see if we can get an entry. So as you can see, what happens is we have the Asia session. And then obviously we take liquidity from the upside. So is there any POIs that we can get involved in? So we have this extreme 15-minute POI right here. This is a decent POI, obviously, because what has happened here is we've come down. It's broken structure. It's a decent POI overall. So can we get involved in this? So if I just bring back price, let's see if we can get involved. So bringing back price now, and we drop down to the 1 minute chart. So obviously once we've swept this, you drop down onto the 1 minute. So we drop down onto the 1 minute, and then can we get involved? So we have got this price right here, and what we are essentially looking for is a change of character. So just right here we have obviously a take of the highs, a nice bit of liquidity obviously from the Asia session taken, and then what we're looking for is the change of character right here, and then it's up to you whether you enter on the extreme or the the decisional. Obviously a lot of the time it will come to the extreme, and then a lot of the time it actually won't. So what you have to do is you have to go through all of the price action and just see what works for you. So in this case, what we could have done is we could have got involved around here. So what you could do is you could get involved here, a stop above this high right here. So that would be around a 3 pip stop loss, and then you could target 7i, you could target 5i, you could target 10i, whatever works for you and whatever you test and whatever looks good. So for me personally, I'd probably just target around 10i for this trade. So does it hit the 10-hour mark? As you can see, what will happen is we do eventually come down. Obviously it messes around a little bit, but eventually it comes down, and it take profit for 10R. So that's a really powerful position right there. And I'll just go back and we'll have a look at a few more examples. So if I just go off bar replay mode, and what I'll look at actually is I'll look at this one from today. Actually is a good example right here. So what we've got is obviously we have got a POI right up here. It's come up, it's taken the liquidity from the upside. We've got this POI, it comes up, taps into this POI. It's a really lovely reaction, so we get a drive into the POI and a really serious drive out there. We drop down to the 1 minute. Well, if I just go bar replay actually a minute and see if we can get involved. So bar replay, drop down to the 1 minute, and then can we get involved in this trade right here? So what we've got is we've got as I said before, we're looking for essentially a change of character. So what we've got here is we've got a take of these highs. Again, more liquidity swept right there. So we've taken the high, taken the low, and then could we get involved around here? So we've got obviously some sort of interaction around this area here with this price action. And then what you could do is you could get involved, you know, again, the stop loss above the high. So again, around a 3.5 pip stop loss. And then you could target, you know, whatever you want to target. So in this case, you could target again, you could target 10R. As you can see, you're in and out of this trade really, really fast. So if we just go ahead and measure this, so you're in this trade for around, you know, around 34 minutes. So within 34 minutes, you could be in and out of your trade and done with your trading day. You know, this 10% trade here, it could be an FTMO, you know, any single prop firm that's out there, you know, this would pass. So the Asian session, you know, style could be added in alongside the trading strategy you're already trading. It's a really great confluence, you know, to add to your trading, especially. It doesn't have to be traded, you know, just on its own. But like I said, Asia session, it usually gets swept within London. And then what that will do is obviously it will provide, you know, a really nice trade, and then you could literally be done for the day. You know, you could hold this trade even further. Where does it actually come to? If we just have a look, as you can see, if you took partials at whatever, you know, you could hold this trade literally, you know, like 30 plus R, and you know, you could leave that running a lot longer than 10R. But if you want to keep it simple, you could add TP at 10R, which is, you know, it's perfectly fine. But like I said, you could take partials, and then obviously you could leave a little bit running, which would obviously result in a little bit more risk to reward. And like I said, you could literally smash an FTMO with this one trade right here. So it's a really simple way to trade, and especially if you haven't got much time. If you've literally only got, you know, a little bit of time to, you know, trade the start of London session, like I said, you could take this trade and literally be done for the day. So yeah, that's just about it for this video, guys. If you need any more help, you know, with entries and stuff like that, I've got a lot of trade recaps on the channel that show my entry style. If you need a video, you know, dedicated towards entries and stuff, I can definitely get that out eventually. But all of the stuff you need to know is, you know, it's already on the channel and it's also in my trade recaps. So if you're struggling, you know, you can check those out. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If this video did help you out, I would appreciate it if you could drop a like on today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you want more videos, and I will see you in the next one.